MC for today. Big hand for her. Honorable Tunku Adnan Mansur, the Secretary General of UMNO, my colleague, members of the Malaysian Cabinet, Excellencies, Ministers, Ambassadors, High Commissioners, leaders of foreign political parties, our own representative from UMNO and Barisan Nasional, not forgetting our veteran and Mubarak. Big hand to all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me, on behalf of UMNO, welcome all of you once again to this 4th International Forum held in conjunction with the UMNO General Assembly. It is an honor for me to be surrounded by men and women who are protectors, leaders and pioneers of the global community. On behalf of UMNO, the Malaysian government and the Ministry of Home Affairs, I would like to thank everybody for attending this premier event. I would also like to take this opportunity to welcome all new and old faces, international delegate, especially my brother from Palestine, Brother Khalid. Big hand to Brother Khalid. I would like also welcome the official delegate, senior government, and political officials and business leaders who are present here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning our beloved Prime Minister, who is also the President of UMNO, officiated the 4th International Forum, which was held before our annual general meeting with the theme of the politics of moderation, accommodates and balances. This global movement of moderate, which uses moderation to achieve peace and stability, is the brainchild of the Malaysian Prime Minister. He gave his maiden speech on moderation at the 65th sessions of United Nations Assembly in 2010, entitled Articulations of the Global Movement and Moderates, which addresses universal challenges in ensuring just, equitable and durable peace. Till today, the Prime Minister has delivered 7 lengthy speeches on moderation. Moderation is not an alien concept in Malaysia. It is operationalized by our father of independence, Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Haj, in our peaceful pursuit for independence. The history of this country is primarily formed through cooperations and negotiations, in contrast to violence and bloodshed. It was formed through peaceful agreement, in contrast to bloody, drawn-out conflicts. The well of moderation has not and will never dry up. Up till today, we see our leaders and negotiators employing moderations as a tool of conflict solutions. The framework agreement brokered by Malaysian government between the Aquino government and Moro Islamic Liberation Front, MILF, is a living testament of this. The life leader of MILF is here, Haji Murad Ibrahim. Big hand to Haji Murad Ibrahim. I'll say it now and I'll say it again. Moderation is not exclusive. It's not exclusively a Western concept. It is a universal concept. Claiming otherwise will inevitably lock down Western countries into a prison of extremism. A prison which paints a picture that we don't negotiate. A prison which enslaves all of us to a bloody conflict, but worst of all, a prison which is devoid of peace, unity, and global security. Moderation is ultimately the liberator of a human society. In the Holy Al-Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 143, Allah says, "And thus we have made you a moderate ummah, so that you should be witness over the people and the messenger, a witness over you." In Islam, saving a single life is equivalent to saving of mankind. Even Confucius once said that to go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. Moderation is the key to one's successful system of governance. I completely echoed the call made by our Prime Minister that moderation is the hallmark of all religions. Our guest speaker, His Excellency Stephen Kalazon Musyoka, the Vice President of the Republic of Kenya, who is also the leader of Wiper Party of Kenya, has spoken in depth about this topic earlier this morning. Later in the afternoon, through plenary sessions were participated by 8 speakers from foreign political parties and 2 from UMNO representatives. I believe that by now, all of our guests must be an expert of moderation. Our learned speakers spoke very well on the ideas of moderations, in which all of our participants managed to get first-hand information on the experience of a number of countries from various continents and regions that either have a common or unique problem. The concern is to use moderations as a silver bullet to resolve these problems. Different ideologies adopted by nations do not necessarily run on parallel lines. There are always ways and means whereby we could sit together and come to a compromise. Moderation too could be a neutralizing elements in uniting different ideologies, which is the ultimate aim of this year's forum. Malaysia, since independence, has played a prominent role in advocating regional and global peace through opposing atrocities like the apartheid of Africa, terrorism in the Middle East, and ethnic cleansing in Bosnia-Herzegovina. A path of extremism is what generates indiscriminate attack on mosques, churches, temples, and many other holy sites by irresponsible, non-God-fearing people. Malaysia firmly believes that the principle of freedom, tolerance, and cooperation will be the liberator of our global community. Malaysia upholds the principle that every nation should be given the opportunity to be the architect and the master of their own destiny. However, that architect should never use violence as its political tool. That architect should never glorify extremism at the expense of moderation. The world devoid of moderation is a scary one. It is a world filled with violence, despair, and atrocities, and the like. Extremism will be a key feature of that world. Therefore, let us all unite under the umbrella of moderation and divorce ourselves from the cancerous system of extremism. We sincerely believe that to rule is not about to dominate, but to be responsible and trustworthy, providing progress, peace, and betterment to the other people as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, if oppression is colorblind, support for one another should be colorblind as well. As an ummah, we strive with the support of one another. Malaysia, under the leadership of UMNO, will do our best in assisting our brothers and sisters in need wherever they might be at. We need to help everybody in order everybody to help us. I realize that all of you are fully dedicated to the sessions that will follow, but I do hope that everybody will also take every delegates to enjoy fascinating Kuala Lumpur, tropical setting, friendly people, and multicultural cuisine. I would also like to thank the local moderators, the panelists, who among them are seasoned diplomats, senior party leaders, and including both women and youth wing. And I would like to congratulate Dr. Noresa for being able to organize the most successful international forum. Once again, big hand to her. On a final note, I would like to thank everyone for attending tonight's dinner. Once again, on behalf of UMNO, we welcome all of you to Kuala Lumpur and have a pleasant stay in Malaysia. And I hope on the 5th, when our President delivers his speech, everybody will be at the Merdeka Hall, and you would like to see yourself, you will see yourself that all delegates from all over the country will be appreciating the presence of all our delegates from our foreign countries, inshallah. Thank you very much. إلى اللقاء. مع سلامة. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. God bless. Thank you.